Toogies. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a proper cup of tea. It'll taste so perfect to you, you're going to say, why haven't I been doing this all along? Yes, there is a proper way. And it's not just for the taste, but it's also to get all the health benefits from tea. So if you're drinking tea, it'd be nice to be able to get those health benefits from it too. So I'm going to teach you with the black tea. So I'm going to be using Twinings English breakfast. I love dark teas, black tea, but I like darker teas. And you can also use Lipton if you like darker teas like I do. But first you want to make sure that you use fresh tap water because you want the oxygen in it. So fresh water from the tap, and then you want it to fully boil. You know, a lot of people will just, oh, that's okay. No, you want it to a full rolling boil for black tea. And I will show you that as soon as it boils. Okay, now that our water is boiling, I didn't turn it off. I just opened the little nozzle. So you want to warm your cup first. Run some hot water in it. Warm up your cup. Drop your tea bag in. And pour the boiling water in. Seems simple enough, right? Okay, but that's the trick. You want to cover it. Keep it in there. I leave it for at least 5 minutes. Now, I do dunk it once or twice, a couple times, just to get the tea bag fully saturated, but then I leave it there. And we will let that set for at least 5 minutes. And I know it's like, oh, I want a cup of tea right now. But trust me, it is worth it. I've been doing this. My grandmother was English, so that's how she taught me to make tea when I was a kid. And I've done it that way ever since. But then people will come to visit and I will offer them tea and they're like, what are you doing? You know, and I explain and they're, oh my goodness, I didn't know that's how you made tea. That is how you make tea. I don't like tea in a Keurig. I just don't feel like that's, maybe there's tea in them cups, I guess. I'm sure there is, but it's running right through there. It's not sitting and saturating in the tea leaves, which is not giving you any benefits. So if you're drinking tea out of a Keurig for health benefits, you're wasting your time. You're totally wasting your time. I've done so much research on that. I mean, I have a Keurig and I use it like, that's like split second. I need a coffee on the go or something like that because I don't eat or drink out of the house. I only take stuff from my own home to eat or drink. But, you know, on the go real quick, want a cup of coffee in the late afternoon, I'm feeling a little tired, I'll do that. But other than that, as you can see, I have a regular coffee maker for morning. So, but yeah, you want to let that sit and I will show you what it looks like in about 5 minutes. So our tea has sat for 5 minutes. Now, my grandmother always told me that our saucers were made that way to do that. I don't know if that's true, but that's what she said, so I'll have to believe her. Sorry, grandmas are always right. So now you can take your tea bag out. So leaving it in will just make it bitter. So you could do this with any tea. Green tea is supposed to be heated at a cooler temperature than boiling. So I think I believe it's right before boiling. You're not actually supposed to boil green tea. But I'll find that information out for you. So this is what it looks like. See how nice and dark that is? and it smells so good. So for English tea, you're using sugar and milk, and that's the way I technically like mine, because I grew up with that. But a lot of people, when you're sick or whatever, or even all the time, a lot of people want to stay away from the sugar and milk. I get it. When I do that, and I do it a lot, I use a little strainer to put the lemon in, so you don't get the seeds in there. So I squeeze my lemon through that. And then I use the honey. Honey and lemon. I mean, there's no time of the year that it doesn't taste excellent to have honey lemon tea, like never. So that's always good, even when you're sick. And this way you're gonna get the good benefits from the tea if you're sick. But, you know, and I always make a thing of, I use separate spoons. So like I pour my sugar in with one spoon, I don't let it touch the tea, put my milk in, and I'll show you how I do that. So these are tiny, tiny. These are like half teaspoons. So it's 1 teaspoon of sugar, technically. And then just a little cream. And I like that gold. It's just so pretty. And it's excellent. It's still going to be a little hot yet because we had it covered. See, it's still steaming. But while that's waiting to cool, so the green tea is 180 degrees. I'm guessing that that's right. That's what I'm finding all over line. It's 180 degrees. But technically right before it boils. CBD is the same way. If you're drinking CBD tea, it's the same. You're doing the same exact thing, but you're just not making the water as hot to do it. So I had a list here. So it's like CBD, green tea, herbal teas, white teas, anything that's lighter in color, you're gonna do right before boiling. The darker the density, you want it to boil. So that's what I've learned. Cannabis tea, and if you want the benefits of cannabis and you want to make tea, then, you know, use one of these and put your cannabis in there. Do it the same exact way, okay? Steep it for 3 minutes, but you will not get no the effects from it that way. You're just going to get the health benefits, and you'll get a calming, relaxing feeling, but you're not going to get high from it. So cannabis is the same as black teas when you're brewing it. I hope that helps anybody out there, because I know a lot of people are using the cannabis for health benefits. Because, you know, I've asked around because I don't like that high feeling. I actually get paranoid and I get anxiety. The thing is it's like, okay, but I like the health benefits from it. So I asked around, and they said tea, you know, make it into a tea, and then you don't have those effects. Now I haven't tried it yet. I haven't acquired any cannabis, but when I do, I'll put that video up also. I'll make a video of me making it, drinking it, and tell you how it makes me feel. So, it's the other thing. Another thing is I tell you guys to grow herbs. And, you know, herbs, I'm really huge on herbs. So, you know, like I grow sweet mint, I'm almost out of it. This is actually the 3rd jar I had this year. That's how much I use it. I use it a lot in tea. So sweet mint, peppermint, and spearmint, all very good for you, health-wise. Just put them in your little steeper thing. These are my own chamomile flowers. I grow my own chamomile. Now that I've been growing my own, I see why it's so expensive. And when you buy store-bought chamomile, it isn't chamomile. If you smelled mine, I wish you guys could smell this, but it's the smell is amazing. Like, almost smells like it just doesn't smell real. it smells so good. And I've made people tea that come over and they're just like, what? You know, it's not the same. When you buy it, it's not the same when you grow it yourself, but you can go to some organic places and get it. In Canopy, okay, there's a place called Canopy. I don't know if you can see that. I'll put their link in the description. Okay, they only sell a few little things, but I bought chamomile from them. Same thing, it's great. So if you want good chamomile, go through them. Don't get it in a tea bag. You're missing, because they're grinding up all of everything together. When you pick chamomile, it has to bloom in a specific way, and we're gonna do a video on that. And I'll show you how I pick my chamomile. It has to be specific. So like when it blooms like a daisy, but the blooms go over really quickly. If they start to droop, it's too late to pick it. But if they're up too far, it's too early to pick it. So you want to pick it when they're exactly level with each other. And then you're only taking the heads off. And I've sat there I go out every day, same time, around the same time, sometimes twice a day when they're really blooming. And it takes hours for me to pick it. And I don't know, to fill one of these it takes forever. So that's why I'm saying, if you don't have the time to do that, go through Canopy. I'll put their link in the description. Also, another idea for tea, and I make this for me and my husband, Slade's BWB, check them out, link in the description. So I make this for me and him when we want to relax. This is just a blend of teas I made, and if you can get you can get the herbs online. And what I do is I mix equal parts valerian, chamomile, passion flower, and skullcap, and all equal parts. It smells awful because of the valerian. It smells like dirty feet, and that's how I know if you get good valerian. If it smells like dirty feet, it's good valerian root. So, and I put that in a steeper and I steep it, and it's just amazing. It just relaxes you. And since I don't, see, my husband likes the taste of that, where I don't. I prefer a more tea taste. So I do a tea bag and that, and then I'm getting the benefits of that. Plus I use a decaf tea bag just so I can have that tea taste. And it's wonderful. But we don't use sugar or milk when we do that. We use the honey, because honey's just so good for you. Sugar is just like really bad. So also I have here, and this is mugwort, and I just got this, and it's supposed to make you lucid dream. So I'm gonna make it into a tea, and I want to see how that works. You know, I hear all these. I'll be honest, if it worked or not. I already lucid dream. I've always done it. I never knew that you weren't supposed to, I guess, so that's why I do it. It's not till when I got older that people were like, what do you mean you participate in your dreams? I'm like, I always have. Nobody ever told me that you weren't supposed to, so maybe that's why I just never blocked it. So it'd be really cool to see how much more intense my dreams can be. But I've heard, even my daughter said, it's crazy, totally crazy. So, but that's got to be when I'm willing to not get a good night's sleep, because I hear that you don't go into a REM sleep when you do this. So, are you tired the next day? I don't know. So we're going to try it out and see what happens. And I will do a video on that. That will be like a 3-day video. I'll put it all into one so you guys can, if you're interested in doing that. But that's it. And that's how you make a proper cup of tea. I just love it this way. I've had tea that other people have made me. Oh no, it tastes totally different when you don't do it this way. So enjoy your tea, And thank you for watching. And I'll see you soon. Remember, have faith, trust, and a little pixie dust.